don't have that instinct automatically, because remember, some of this stuff is genetic. They either have it or they don't, right? This is what it's all about, people. Attack the boy! He must know that I'm in the dog fight with him. I'm next to him side by side. We have a bond that's unbreakable. You cannot tell me the intro ain't fucking lit.
Man, that's Fee Fi Fo Fum, man. Fire.
I know, right? This motherfucker is lit, dog. And it's like, shout out to my guy Miles who sets that up. And it's jamming, man. It's jamming. Anyway, guys, so let's wait till some people come in right now. And we're gonna be reading comments and questions. Guys right here, this the Baraki says we ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All the way from Canada.
Yep.
Bakari, Bakari? Bakari be supporting it. He be supporting the cause, don't he?
Yeah, shout out to the Bakari.
And some other cat says, "Oh, we appreciate it, young Red."
Young Ready, man. Salute, ready.
Yeah. So let me do this right here. Let me get this Facebook thing cracking too.
There we go.
Yeah, let me get the Facebook dog page. Been getting a lot of motion, man. It's like it's better than Instagram, even though it's owned by the same people. But I'm gonna tell you where I get a lot of good organic feedback is from TikTok, man. But damn, it's crazy. You don't know who's real and who's not real on TikTok, man. It's like you don't really know who's real and not real on none of these goddamn platforms, man.
That's truth. That's truth. That's truth, man.
Even like it was this one, and we're gonna get into the intro, people. We just chopping it up right now. But even though, like, Coach, it was like this is one chick that's on there. First of all these women that be popping up on my page, man, I'm not even following them, man. But they're doing these hellified fitness workouts, and it's the rear angle all the time.
Come on, man. Sex sells.
It's crazy. But let me pop a picture up of a puppy for sale. Community violation.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's backwards.
Is that crazy? What?
I mean, it's America.
So what I was going to tell you is that I was checking out this one chick. I actually follow her not because she's pretty, but because she's probably the blackest female I ever met. Like she's the blackest, like the color of my Grand National. She's like hue black. You know what I'm saying? Like hue, like the hue color. And I was like, is that real? Because I mean, we all black, but we know the different. Dude, when somebody's really like Wesley Snipes, darker than that shit, is like, wow. And it's different.
Yes, unique.
Yeah, unique. Even like seeing black folks who are albino, that's different.
Right. Yeah.
And so I was following her, and I'm like, wait a minute, this cannot be true. Now it's like it's AI.
Oh, that was AI?
Yeah.
Damn.
And but I'm gonna tell you how I know shit is AI now. If you listen to the real or the AI clip, it has a little echo sound, like it's two voices.
Okay.
It sounds different, like damn. No, that's and then the other thing that's trippy is that when you know it's AI is when somebody's recording, they're recording somebody getting attacked by an alligator, you're just sitting there holding the camera. No, motherfucker, I'm like, if my people are getting attacked, I'm like, fuck this phone.
Yeah.
Where's my gun? Like something.
Yeah.
So it's like it's weird, man. The world is different.
For sure it is, man. It's a fallen world we live in. It's fallen, man. It's backwards.
Man, it is. Man, I'd like to say thanks for coming on the show, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Guys, I got on here. This to me, I found him very interesting conversation. It was almost more of a monologue because Trev asked a couple of questions, but you were doing the talking. Because it was like a last minute live or something. I was like, Trev was going live? So I saw you on there, man. A lot of things you said, man, intrigued the hell out of me that the world should know about. You know what I'm saying?
I think they should.
Yeah, and I when I was listening to what you said, I was like, man, it sounds like some Universal Soldier shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of these young cats don't remember that movie, but that movie was was to me one of Jean-Claude Van Damme's best movies. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and Dolph Lundgren was in there too, but he got unplugged. Like, yeah, I ain't fuck this computer chip. I'm a renegade, because the premise of the movie is that all these guys died in Vietnam. They preserved the body, and then they wanted to make a universal military soldier that was impervious to being killed, that regenerates, that never gets tired, and the way they rejuvenate is they put them in an ice bucket plunge, and it cools their body temperature off, and now they back up and healed again, right? And when I saw what you were doing, I was like, man, he's doing exactly what the actual breeders who created the Doberman, who created
Right.
the Waller, who
Right.
created all of these breeds, putting mixtures of different breeds. Every
Yeah.
purebred comes from a mixture of a few breeds, if sometimes
Correct.
a bunch of them.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. And so I said, you know what? Let me bring my man Thomas, the coach, on. Thomas has the Instagram page. You guys can follow him. It's all about the dogs now.
All about the dogs,
All
man.
about the dogs. This Instagram on the bottom is the Formula One K9. You can search it on Instagram. He's everywhere. He's doing
Mhm.
big things,
Yeah.
one dog at a time.
There we go. That's where it starts. One dog at a time.
So, Thomas, I want you to tell the people out here who's listening
Mm-hmm.
who you are,
Okay.
how long you've been in the dog game. I won't even call it. I hate calling it a game because games are fun. This ain't fun. This
Yeah.
is a
Work.
labor of love.
Yes. Blood, sweat, and dog shit, I like to say.
Right. Like my man Rich DeBerry said, the proof is in the poop.
Man, tell me about it.
So I want you to tell the people who you are, man, where you based out of, and how long you've been into the dog industry.
Yeah. Okay, definitely. Well, thank you, Gerald, for having me. Salute to the chat, everybody coming out to check out the live. Much love and respect to everyone. Man, I go by the dog god, aka the coach, aka the Elon Musk of high performance working dogs. Okay. I consider myself a pioneer dog man. I consider myself an artist, not a breeder. Um, I've been breeding dogs for 20 years, 20 plus years, a little over 20 officially. Um, had the vision that I was given from the Most High God at 8 years old that I was going to create my own dog at 8. Fast forward to now, I mean, I got multiple lines that I've created. I have my own pit bull line I created. That's where I started back in '05, breeding pit bulls. My own pit bull formulas. Uh, Crafted that, maxed that out. Bred band dogs, my own sauce band dogs. At one time, wanted to create what I call a pit bully. I got that sauce that I created. Man, my own bulldogs. Like I'm just like you said, Gerald. I come from the essence of the people who invented the breeds that we all love today. I come from them as far as my vision and what I want to do with dogs and in my gift. And I feel like I'm a pioneer in today's age, even though there's nothing new under the sun. Everything that I've done, everybody can do. People of the past, the founders already did. So I just think ahead like they do. And I just want the world to, see what I do in action. Hopefully they'll respect what I do. And then at the end of it all, for me, I want my dogs sold to the militaries all over the world. I feel like I have that gift to be able to create them level of dogs that can handle, being a part of a special force like Navy SEALs or Green Beret, or I have the ability and the foresight, and the DNA is the key for me. I got a little saying I say, got DNA, I do. I really went on a DNA shopping spree and bought all kind of dogs, all kind of straws. Like I really take my craft serious. So in a nutshell, I'm just a high performance working dog engineer at the end of the day. I feel like I'm the top of the tier when it comes to creating dogs. And, I'm just here to be an example. That's it.
Well, it's interesting because I said, I have this little I have a mini series out now. You got Club Shay Shay, and then you have the Nightcap, right? Nightcap is a little 30-minute segment he drops every now and then. And I have a little mini series called Rise and Guard, right?
Mhm.
And yesterday I said something that should be resonating to a lot of cats out there, man. It's like, and I say it almost once a week now. And that saying is like, it's okay to copycat, right?
That's right.
As long as you're copying the right cat.
Hmm.
See what I'm saying? Ain't nothing we're doing that has not been done to some degree.
Facts.
Right. Now, what makes it different is that we are a much smarter generation than the generation prior to us. Every generation is supposed to get smarter. Is our generation or the next generation better? I won't say they're better than us because we grew up with using our hands versus our thumbs, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And for me, it's like the science is out there, the technology is there, and
Mhm.
we are getting more information at an alarming rate so that we can better whatever we're trying to do. Like, I give you an example. I've had this Grand National since 2005. Back then, it was worth 15 grand. My wife at that time thought I was a fool for buying a car that was made in 87, and I bought it in '05. I said, listen, I know about this car. This car was a rare breed then, it's a rare breed now.
That's right.
So back then, because these cars thrive on cold air. That's why it's called the Grand National Intercooled. Cold air. The colder the air is, the more dense, the faster it runs.
Oh yeah.
Back,
Is it turbo or is it supercharged?
it's turbo. It's turbo.
Okay. Yeah.
3.8
Yeah. I know
V6
about
turbo.
that. I
And
know about.
so back then they was using, I think it was called methanol, the stuff that always feel like rubbing alcohol and it evaporates real quick, but it's real cold to the touch.
Mhm.
They had methanol injectors with like nitrous where it shoots it into the engine and it makes the engine think it's a cold start because the colder the engine, the faster it runs.
Right.
But now you don't have to do that. You know what they do now? They got a fuel called E85 fuel,
Oh man.
which is cheaper than gas. You've seen it at the pumps. It's the one with the green and yellow. It's the yellow and blue. You got
Okay. Yeah.
E85.
Yeah.
And then you'll see them on the new cars now. It's called flex fuel. That means
Mm.
it can go back from ethanol. It can go back from E85 fuel to pump gas, right? And it's still cheaper. My point is that technology is better now.
Yes,
It's
sir.
out there. So when you've studied the breeds or the breed for so long,
Hmm.
you like for the Doberman. I know, the whole world know the Doberman ain't what the Doberman used to be 30 years ago. 30
Right.
years ago, those are the dogs that will eat your ass up.
Right.
Right now, those are dogs that'll lick you to death.
Right.
Right.
Hmm.
So has from Shield K now, he was saying something that kind of made me like, that's interesting. He said, Gerald, what you need to do, he needs a Canadian cat. What you need to do is you there? Coach, you there? We'll wait till he gets back, guys. He'll come back in. So let me tell you guys what he was saying. Has was like, I said, what do you think needs to be done to fix it? They said, we need to outcross. Well, I mean, the only dog I know that you can outcross with Adobe and then bring it back into the Adobe and then rebreed the ones that's similar to the Adobe in that litter is a Rottweiler, right? Because here's the deal. You start outcrossing something else, the hair is going to be a little bit too long. The markings ain't going to be within standard. It's just going to be radical. And he was talking about shepherds. So I'm like, can't breed shepherd. You got that long hair coat thing is a serious, strong genetic trait. I don't know what's going on with Coach. Hopefully they come back in, guys. You guys got any questions right now while we're waiting on them? Bakari. Yeah, man, that AI, man, the voice on the AI thing, it ain't cutting. It's a dead giveaway. So yeah, the AI ain't. Here we go. He's back. He's back.
We back.
He's back.
So hey, somebody call me, man, but it won't let me do the like you said, the airplane mode. If I do airplane mode, my whole cellular net, my internet goes off.
So
So
you don't have it on Wi-Fi, do you?
yeah, I have it on Wi-Fi. Yep.
Okay.
All right, but
Okay.
but we back though. We back. We back. I apologize for that, man. Somebody
It's all
called it.
good. It's all good. I was holding it down before you came.
Okay.
Came back.
Okay. I apologize.
That's okay. So what I was saying is, everybody know that the Dobie have been watered down to the point where they're great pets, great conformation dogs, but they have no edge. So now, what you're supposed to be doing, you got to be outcrossing. Outcrossing with what? That remains to be seen. So what I see you doing is that you're not just outcrossing, you're in-crossing, and you're actually taking the best genome and phenotype from each dog and trying to make an ultimate dog.
Correct.
My first question I want to ask you is, what is your definition of a band dog, since you say you used to do band dogs?
Well, I mean, the definition of a band dog technically is pretty much a dog that is, bound up or chained up, that is pretty much going to guard and protect. It's not really a breed per se or a specific formula. I always tell people, like, take any type of mastiff type dog, take a bull breed, breed those together for a purpose to work, whether it be guard work, guardian type work, state work, and cook it up. So I simplify it, because my recipe might not be everybody else's recipe. However, what I want my band dogs to do is serve and protect my property and my family, whether they're bound or they're not bound.
Mm-hmm. Bakari said you need to put it on do not disturb. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hopefully nobody, call again. I apologize for that, y'all.
Okay. So no, so band. Say I always thought the band dog was like a mixture of a mastiff or Cane Corso or something tossed in there. But that makes sense though, because now the band dog really is a general term.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel people should have freedom to cook up any way that they want. Even with Schwinford, who was like kind of like, I would say, the godfather of the band dog, he started off with a mastiff and a pit bull. Whether it be a neo mastiff or whatever pit bull he started with, he started that way, but he didn't finish it. It was an unfinished product for him. He didn't finish his vision. So I just take it like, hey, whatever your vision is for that dog, as long as it does the work of what that band dog is supposed to do as a band dog, cook it up how you want to. I just say, hey, if you got a mastiff and a bull breed, cook it up. But shit, I got like 4 different breeds in mine.
Yeah. What is your foundation breed that you use as a base that you add on to, but your base is what breed?
Man, I don't even have a base. I like to be free when it comes to my genetic formulas. So whatever I envision, as far as I like how you was describing your car and all the parts that you've probably put on your car. I'm into performance cars too. I'm into performance motorcycles, all the shit. Like I do my dogs are like cars to me. So any breed or any dog that I have on my yard that I feel that can add to my end goal and my vision, I'm gonna cook it. So there's not one dog that I'm saying, okay, this is my go-to. It just depends on what I'm trying to cook, at the end. So I use it all, Gerald, to be honest.
Yeah. So I see Coco, you put out there 5 weeks or 7 weeks or however long ago, Coco's in heat. And how would I breed it to an XL bully? Pit bull?
XL pit bull, man.
XL pit bull, freak of nature, AK-47 chopper, AK the bone crusher. They all fucking bone crusher. Did you ever make that breeding?
No, that's all. That's my future menu. That's something I've been getting, people hyped up for about a year and a half, almost about a year and a half, I would say. But getting them hyped up about that particular breeding. And I got a few different breedings like that. And that's inspired, though. That breeding is inspired by the bull herder. So shout out to them boys out there in the UK and stuff like that, doing them bull herders. And shout out to K9 Matt. And he got that.
K9 Matt out there in Jersey.
Yeah, he got that dog Rowdy and stuff, and
I took a bite from him.
Okay, yeah.
I went out there.
So I've been fucking with K9 Matt, just on the background as a supporter of what he got going on, and then also I fuck with Chloe and all them out there at Bull Vision. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, and that's where he got his bull herder from, Bull Vision. So once I seen that, and you know, I like making dogs. I've been making dogs and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn it, man. I said, man, K9 Matt's getting them bull herders. And I've always been intrigued by their program over there at Bull Vision. So it's like, man, I got the sauce for that. But my sauce, I feel, is you know, I'm just going to keep it 1,000. My sauce is, I feel, is going to be the best sauce because of AK-47 Chopper. You know what I mean? He's an import, by the way, from the UK. AK from the UK. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
That's why nobody got him but me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was that breeding right there. Haven't done it yet. Was inspired by the bull herder, and yeah, I'm gonna take AK to my Malinois, man, from Kosovo. Yeah.
And I see that Kangol in there too. How you gonna twist that? How you gonna spin that one?
So with the Kangal, I'm gonna do an estate guardian.
Okay.
Okay. So uh, this is my first experience with a livestock guardian dog, a Kangal at that. You know, everybody knows why most people are intrigued by the Kangal. Same reason why I'm intrigued by the Kangal. Their ability to defend, you know, their strength, their bite power, all that good stuff, right? So
Mhm.
with AK, I mean, he's the freak of nature, man. So he's pretty much the base of this formula. And so what I see with him and the Kangal is adding the predatory drive in the Kangal. Okay. So not only will that Kangal defend like the Kangals do already because they're livestock guardians, I want it to be a predator as well. You know, I live on 6.5 acres out here on a mountain, and I got mountain lions and all kind of shit, black bears, all kind of shit where I live. So I wouldn't mind having a patrol dog that could handle his own against any type of predator. So that's my vision with AK with the Kangal, just an estate guardian, a top tier killing, you know, I don't know if we can say that, but
Yeah.
you know, a dog that can really take something down and hunt and defend at the same damn time. So that's my vision with AK and the Kangal.
I noticed that as I noticed in some of the videos that most of your boys are super athletic, man. And I like how you got the Kangol nice and fit
Mm,
versus,
mm.
because they can get big than the motherfucker if they ain't got no proper exercise and proper nutrition. The question is to you, like I know AKA seems like he about to jump out of his goddamn kennel in the roof.
Oh yeah, man. If I didn't have that roof on there and I didn't have that bone in his mouth, he'd jump out of that thing. Vert. Vince Carter jump too. Vince Carter type shit. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. What breeds have you combined thus far that has turned out to be a success when you infusing the different type of breeds? And do you sometimes, and with that same question, are you doing a dual breeding or you just do you breed two dogs and then the best of that one that you get genetic phenotype and genotype wise, when that dog matures, you breed them to the dog that you wanted to infuse with the third dog with, because you're going to infuse three dogs in one.
Well, no, no. Well, okay. So it just depends. So okay, let's talk about the band dogs, right? So with the band dog formula, I was blessed enough to buy into a formula that was already established, and it was a Neapolitan Mastiff, German Boxer, and American Bulldog cross, and it was a dog named Red Bull. And so I already had my own pit bull lines, right? And I'm like, well, shit, they didn't add the pit bull. I already, you know, I'm coming in already established with this particular blood, which is a Neapolitan Mastiff, German Boxer, and American Bulldog. It's a proven producer for this particular camp, which was Buff Dogs at the time. That's who they were. It was called Buff Dogs. And I was like, let me throw my pit bull in the sauce. So I threw my pit bull in the sauce. And then I got some superior band dogs. My dog AR-15,
I love
uh,
your names.
my dog, Prima Donna, you'll see her in there jumping, running back and forth in her kennel. You'll see that little video. I got her Prima Donna. I got Nina 9mm off of that. I got Silver Bullet off of that. Top tier, tippity top tier level band dogs. Not only in just ability to, you know, just want to do what a band dog should do, serve and protect, lots of drive. But I mean, man, I scored a touchdown with the phenotype. I mean, all of them looked amazing. Amazing.
Mhm.
Amazing. So to tie into to let's say my goals now with my breeding, like let's say with the AK and then the Malinois, or the AK and the Kangal. So my formula now with them is to, because I breed for freaks. See,
Yeah.
I got real formulas that can give me freaks because God blessed me with a freak of nature that I purchased, which is AK-47 Chopper, aka the Bone Crusher. That's the first freak of nature I've ever seen in my life, nor owned or felt as a dog or animal. He's a freak. Not only is he a freak, but he can produce himself, right? So I'm like, well, shit, I got a diamond in the rough. Not only is he a freak like a secretariat,
Look at that. Look at that video. Look at that video. Look at that. You see it?
I can't even see it. I don't know why. I can see this, like I see the screen, but it's small on my end. It was bigger
Yeah, yeah,
before
yeah.
I got kicked out for some reason.
Yeah, let me do this. How's that? How's this? Yeah. So watch this. I'm showing them AK-47.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could see that. I could kind of see it. It's like the screen is small for whatever odd reason. I don't know what.
Well, I'm sharing your screen, so I got
Okay.
this.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they can see that. I'm sure I know what you're
Yeah,
showing them.
you can probably turn your phone sideways and then go into the 16:9 format. I think you'll see it then.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, he a freak, man. Double XL Pitbull freak of nature. Now I know a lot of naysayers and a lot of spectators go saying there's no such thing. Well, hey, you don't know how to make one. That's why I went to the UK to get mine
Mhm.
because I was looking for that phenotype because I was trying to create a larger version of my pit bull. So I had to go out of the states where they're creative out there overseas. You know what I'm saying? And all the person that I got AK from, all he did was bought 2 dogs from the states and cooked them up his way. That's all he did. That's all he did. But shout out to Hybrid Vigor. That's why I got AK. So to tie into what I was saying, though, Gerald, is that with AK, I'm gonna take AK to that Malinois. I'm gonna get my F1 cross. I'm gonna get maximum hybrid vigor. Maximum hybrid vigor. God willing, I'm gonna get a freak out of there with them F1s. If I don't, I mean, I still should get, quality hybrids. Then I'm gonna take those F1s and then I'm gonna breed them together based off of, their genetic characteristics and who can complement who. Then once I do that, then boom, I should establish that. Then I'll have that particular line. But at the same time, I'll stop there and then I'll take, let's say, AK, I'll get me another Malinois, right? Another female top tier, do the same type of breeding with that Malinois, breed those F1s together, and then take, the 2 productions off of the 2 different females with AK and then line breed that, and then that's it. I do 1, 2, 3, that's it. That's my formula. Cause I want freaks and then I want to solidify those genes, and then I'll just line breed that shit just to kind of tighten it up a little bit more give me a little bit of vigor while still giving me my maintaining the traits. You know what I mean? By breeding those half brothers to half sisters, and then that's it for me. Boom, that's it. So that's the formula I got right now. That's my philosophy right now. That's my formula right now. I'll do the same thing with the Kangal, et cetera. That's my formula.
So I noticed you got the Malinois in there a few times. My question is, why the Malinois and not like a shepherd or something like that? What about the Malinois that you want to keep? You want to keep that specific genotype in your lines. Why the Malinois?
Because I need to produce top tier level dogs to where anybody who's into dogs, especially protection type dogs, service type dog, military type dogs, I need to stand out. So with the Malinois off the top, I mean, they're a firecracker. That's a firecracker dog. Period. AK is an intense atomic bomb. He's got a mouth fetish, bone crusher. Very intense, very athletic, very freakish, very fast, strong. AK is just the prototype. So my vision is if I can take that Malinois genetic makeup and blend it, get the God given, pray to God, Jesus Christ, I get a blender between AK and that Mal, I got something that nobody got. Period.
So what is considered a bull herder then?
Just a bull breed and a herding breed. You can do whatever you want. Dutch Shepherd, Bulldog with a Dutch Shepherd, German Shepherd, any herding breed and any bull breed. You know what I mean? Is a bull herder.
Okay.
To me.
Now, I've seen the word, and I'm listening, and I'm new to the bully world, right? Whether it's XL bully, micro bully, pocket bully, wallet bully, it is what it is. What's the difference between the XXL pit bull and the XL bully? What's the difference
Oh,
between the two?
it's night and day. It's night and day. Well, first of all, if I take AK, because I've only met one double XL pit bull, and that's AK in my life. That's AK. He's the only one I've ever met in my life and seen. If I take AK and you look at AK's phenotype, and I shrink him down to 35 pounds, proportionally, you're gonna think he's a pit bull.
Right.
Okay. Period. Not only that, in his drive and his ability, his activities, he's a pit bull. You look at a bully, you look at a bully type, the XL bullies, they're bulkier, even though they got the mastiffs in them, you know what I'm saying? They're more bulkier. You know, they got the shorter muzzle, blocky muzzle. They don't have no drive. They're docile. You know, it's night and day. AK is a freak from God. Okay. His father is Gunner, legendary dog, legendary red dog, Prince Gunner. Okay. Pitbull. Okay. His mother is Spade, top tiered fucking beautiful black bitch. Top tier comes from her lineage is Fireline Pit Bulls. See, people don't do their research. I was specifically looking for a dog like AK because I wanted to make my own line of pit bulls that were bigger, stronger, and faster than the standard. I already have a standard pit bull line. I already made it. So I needed a phenotype and a genotype that's still pit bull, but bigger. So then I went overseas and got it.
How did you find him?
His father, I seen his daddy on the internet. I seen this red pit bull freak that I just was like, oh my God, that remind me of some old school red nose, but just on some bionic. If you scroll down my page, you'll see Gunner on there. Like it's a red pit named Gunner. You know what I mean? See if you can see him in there. You'll
I'm
see him in
looking right
there.
now. I know I see this dog called Buff Dogs, Red Tiger, and Tigress.
Yeah. That's my bulldog. That's one of my bulldogs. Rocky Mountain Bulldog. I do bulldogs too. But look for Gunner on there. You'll see him, Prince Gunner. You'll see Gunner. It's a red pit bull.
I see him right here. Oh my God, look at that. Wow, Prince Gunner.
Yeah. That's AK's daddy. So when I seen that dog,
who owns that one?
He's out there in the UK. Simon out there in the UK. Lions Lair. You know what I'm saying? They don't. I think they're out of business now. I don't know. They ain't doing dogs no more for some reason. But that dog right there was when I was on my DNA shopping spree, looking for my genetic parts. You know how we put our cars together? We looking for parts. When I was looking for parts, because that's how I put together my dogs. I don't use pedigrees to put together my dogs. I look for genetic parts on a dog. So when I seen him, and then follow Simon, right, who's the owner of Gunner, and shout out to Greg from Crack Kennel. He's a brother. He produced Gunner, by the way. It's a brother that produced that dog. Shout out to Greg. I give him a shout out. I give him a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't give him his love. I'm gonna give him his love. He produced that dog. However, Simon was the visionary that took that dog to AK's mother, who is Spade. Okay, a dope ass black bitch. She's on my page too. You know, I got a video of her, but I got a picture of that bitch. That bitch is top tier. So when I seen Gunner, him, and then I seen the mom and her leg, and her, and I saw that that combination of the two genotypes and phenotypes. And then I reached out to Simon and asked him, hey, are these dogs gonna have A, B, C, D, E, F, G? This is what I'm looking for. I'm trying to make my pit bull lines bigger. Am I gonna get size? Am I gonna get drive? He's like, yeah. Plus, I gotta put the plus on it, the emphasis. It was a total 50-50 clean out cross. So I'm getting hybrid vigor, baby. I'm getting hybrid vigor, and I love hybrid vigor. That's how you get the freaks. So I knew I was gonna get something out of that litter. I didn't know what. I knew I was gonna get something. So guess what? I got AK. I got a freak. Top tier, man. Top tier. Top tier.
I see right here a litter that you posted 5 hours ago.
Oh yeah. That was one of my XL Pitbull Draco litters, man. That's those are already sold out. I had to remind some people that just don't want to put some respect on AK's name. It's pre-potency. Some people don't believe, Gerald, that you can have a 50-50 outcross scatterbred dog be a freak like Secretariat and he's pre-potent at the same damn time. Some people don't believe it, but I got one, and I like to show people that I got it. You know what I'm saying? I got a dog that can produce himself in everything. I made a band dog off of that nigga AK too. I got a band dog litters. Go look at that band dog, them band dog puppies.
These pups look nice though, dog. It's like I thought there was fucking South African Boerboel
Nah,
Mastiffs.
those is XL Pitbull Dracos, man. Yeah,
Damn.
man. That's AK's. That's AK shit. Now look at them other puppies right there. You'll see some other puppies. I posted couple posts from that.
Oh, to my AK sons.
Yeah, yeah. Look at those. Those
look like boxers.
Hey, those are band dogs. Those are Neapolitan Mastiff, German Boxer, American Bulldog, Game Pitbull, and AK.
Mm.
And
How
you
many
see
weeks?
and you see AK in them motherfuckers too.
Yeah, I do. Damn.
Watch this.
And it's like, see, AK, the Bone Crusher. It seems like he's not only he can actually reproduce himself.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's so valuable to me. When God blesses you with the most freakish dog you ever seen and witnessed, a dog that is, I'm not scared of dogs at all, but I tell all my people that fuck with me, I'm like, yo, I am intimidated by the dog because if he gets out of hand, you're not breaking him up. You're not gonna manhandle him. I've tried to break him off of like his bone, and I got one of them like metal type break sticks you get from Ray Allen and shit.
Yeah.
I got one of those. I put it in his mouth and I was trying it and I bent that motherfucker. He wasn't letting go. Blood in his mouth, everything. He's a different type of dog, man. It's just a different type of animal. So when you have that in your presence and you see it in your face and then you can reproduce them, I put them through 5 different bitches, Gerald. 2 band dog bitches and 3 pit bull bitches, and he produced himself in every one of them fucking litters. Every single one. Now look, if you look at them dogs, you see Chopper the Man Stopper. He's right up there. It's a picture of Chopper the Man Stopper, and there's a black pit bull named Black Hawk. 2 pictures. Right, like they're right close up there. They're close up there. You'll see them. Chopper, you see what it says Chopper. It's a picture of a dog, like kind of like AK's color, like a buckskin.
I'm looking right now. Which one?
Okay, it's pretty close. It's pretty close to the top. It's pretty close to the top.
Is it a real or a video?
It's just a picture.
It's just a picture. Okay.
And it's like Chopper. It's like a buckskin type of dog.
Yes, I see him right here.
Okay, so that right there is AK's son right there. That's AK's son, okay, which looks like AK, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but he's a Neapolitan Mastiff, German Boxer, American Bulldog, Game Pitbull, American XL Pitbull Drake, double XL Pitbull AK-47 son.
I see Chopper right here.
Yeah, that's Chopper. So that's AK's son with all them different breeds in him. How's he still looking like AK with all them different breeds in him?
That's true.
That's pretty potent. Now look at the black dog picture.
I love
that's
that
Black Hawk. Says Black Hawk, right?
Yeah.
That's an XL Pitbull Draco. That's AK's son too.
What's the prey drive? What's the drive on these dogs? What's their temperament?
Well, Black Hawk, his drive is his mother, which my game put Pitbull Holy Spirit. Lots of prey drive, man. Maximum prey drive. And that's one thing that I guarantee in my especially my Pitbull line is maximum prey drive. Maximum prey drive, high level of pain tolerance. Muscle gonna be there, athleticism gonna be there. That's something that I've focused on since day one, since 2005 of breeding my line of pit bulls. Then all I did with AK is threw intensity and size in there, and that's all I got. So I got intense, top tier level drive, maximum prey drive, like Jason Voorhees, murder, kill type drive with that intensity of AK. Now with Chopper the Man Stopper, we got man drive. You know what I'm saying? He gonna bite your ass. He gonna bite you. You don't want him to bite you.
So you like dogs with high energy and high drive. You want both.
Man, I build my dogs like I like my cars, man. Like you, I got a CTSV Cadillac, all the nice shit. I got a Gixxer 1000, all the nice shit. I got a Harley Davidson with the big motor, all the nice shit. I had a Viper truck I just sold with all the nice shit.
The Viper truck, was it manual or stick?
Manual, man. I had the manual Viper truck. I got the Outlander 4-wheeler 1000. I got the tractor, the big boy tractor. Everything I do is on perform. I'm Formula One.
Yeah.
So that's how I build my dogs, Gerald. I build my dogs that way. Just like you soup your car up, I'm souping my dogs up that way. So yes, I put all the drives. I like all the drives.
Hey,
go ahead.
I'm just like you. Like when it comes to the Dobie, I'm steadily trying to see like, okay, what can I do to add this to it, add that shit to it? Because when you get a dog off of my boy, I'm gonna even the chances where he gonna be what he's supposed to have been 30 years ago. I'm gonna bring the shit back. I'm
Mm,
always about, like I was talking to one of my partners today, Gypsy. She said, well, let's get another female. I said, yeah, it was cool, but we're gonna get one with an IGP1 title. We're gonna get one with something proven. You know what I'm saying? The confirmation shows are cool, but we need something that, like, you know what? We don't really care about too much. Her looks ain't gonna be as important as her temperament on this next bitch, right?
nice. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because some of the best working dogs in Adobe world, I don't know how it is in the pit world or the double XL pit bull world, but in Adobe world, the more the dog works, the less appealing she looks. Well, fuck
Mm,
that. If she got a heart of a lion, and I got a stud that looks like goddamn Dwayne Johnson and Rock, I'm gonna put them together.
right.
I'm gonna offset that shit, right?
Right.
So now, because a dog gonna be what a dog gonna be. You can't make a dog have high drive if he ain't got high drive. You
That's right.
a dog that's born, and I argued about this with some gigabyte ass gangsters online. I said I would not buy a skittish dog, and nor would no real dog trainer, because that's a genetic thing, dog. He's born
Hey,
that way.
hold on. I got to tell you something. Now, I bought a dog, an American Bulldog that was skittish when I got her, and I wasn't attracted to that. However, for whatever reason, maybe it was just with me or my wife, but let somebody else come around or let some prey come around, and that bitch was like night and day. And that shit used to baffle the hell out of me. Like, why you act that way around me and my wife and shit? And then when somebody new come around, you act like you rah 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 shish boom bond. Don't let another animal come around because she with all the smoke. So it's like sometimes you gotta kind of take your time and work with dogs. It's like a child and shit. You know what I mean? They might not be confident early bird, and some people don't got time for that. But I learned that just by buying one, and I kind of threw her off. Like, man, this dog's a piece of shit. Man, I saw how she was acting around other people and other dogs. I was like, damn. You know what I mean? So you never know with dogs. Sometimes you
But
gotta let them develop. You know what I'm saying?
but how many times that happens though?
I don't
Most
know.
of
I've
the
only
time,
had one skittish dog, and that was
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah. But she blew my mind though. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes we would throw them off, blow them off, but as she matured, she was acting a certain type of way amongst me and my wife, but to other people, she was acting like she was the shit with everything. So I don't know. It's like, would you throw that animal away if she showed you that? I don't know, man.
It also sometimes depend on like her environments before you got her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if did the mama fuck her up, or
Right,
did the breeders mistreat her, and now she's shaky about people who feed her versus
right,
the people that she protect, is
right.
is a little bit different. So let me ask
Hey,
you this.
one more thing. There is no XL pit bull game, man. I mean, double XL pit bull game. I'm the only one on the planet with a double XL pit bull. Ain't nobody got what I got. So
So
there's no
what is
game. There's no standard. There's no movement. I'm the only one with the double XL pit bull freaking nature named AK-47 Chopper. So I want to put that on the record. I'm not pushing nobody, no movement, no double XL pit bull movement. If it ain't AK, it ain't nothing. So that's how I
so
see it.
what quantifies not an XL but an XXL pit bull? Like, what is the weight minimum? Because
Well, there's no weight minimum. It's like a phenotype. Think about a standard pit bull phenotype: 35 pounds, 45 pounds, 50 pounds. Let's say Mayday, 75 pounds, 70-pound pit bull, maybe 18 inches, 19 inches tall, right? So Mayday would be considered a big pit bull. Okay, in his day and time, they consider him a pit bull. 75 pounds, a heavy ass pit. You know what I'm saying? AK is that same phenotype, honestly better. He got a longer snout, more denser bones, vicious structure, long, the tuck, deep rib cage, but he's 26 inches tall and 112 pounds lean, man. That is double XL in size with a pit bull phenotype and genotype. That's how I break him down into a double XL in size: pit bull phenotype, genotype. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. Shrink him down, we wouldn't have no discussion what he is. But being that he's a freak, he's 112 pounds. He's a freak.
Yeah, 26 inches is tall for
26 inches, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Dan. So when you do the Mali, I wrote this down. When you do the Mali and the XL, you get an F1. So of that F1, what are you trying to outcross it with? But when we do that, like at what point when you've actually like, okay, I got the science, I got the genotype, I got the phenotype, exactly what I want. Now let me just keep recreating and line breeding that right there. When do you think you get to
Nah,
that point?
I'm never doing that. I don't. Okay, so listen, I breed for freaks and podium dogs. This is what I mean by that. I want freaks of natures. I want secretariats. I want maydays. I want AK-47 choppers. I want freaks. Only way you getting freaks is with hybrid vigor. And you need maximum level of hybrid vigor to get freaks, okay? So my formula, I'm not creating a line, a type. The only line would be off the dogs that are pre-potent. AK is the one that we talking about. AK is pre-potent. We're building a line of what I call AK Malinois or AK Kangals or whatever I take AK to is an AK and that. Now, how I perceive it and how my vision and my formula is the F1, AK to the Mal, boom, hybrid vigor, freaks, and podium dogs. Podiums is first, second, third level, first, second rank type dogs, first, second, third rank competition dogs. That's how I see it. I want them podium competing type dogs. So I get those off my F1s, pow. Then I take that and those hybrids and then I breed them together, brother and sister. And then I also take AK to selected females to inbreed them back to his daughters. Okay. So boom. Once I do that, the offspring off of those brother and sister breedings, okay, I'm gonna keep those or keep the best one, right? But then not only that, I'm gonna take AK to probably 3 Malinois, 3 different Malinois bitches, okay, and do the same breedings and then do the same F2 breedings, brother and sister, AK to his daughter. Okay. And then those offspring off those F2s, then I'll do a line breeding off of that AK with the Malinois B and AK with the Malinois A, and do a line breeding with those offspring off those F2s, both F2s, and then that's it. I'm not breeding no more. That's the end of that line for me. Because I don't want to diminish vigor. I need freaks, man. I need performance. And every time you line breed, you lock in traits, but you lose vigor. And I'm not trying to lose vigor. I need vigor in all my shit because every breeding that I do, Gerald, has to be better. I don't want the same shit. I'm not looking for a type. I'm not looking to make a breed me. I need every breeding I do better, 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 faster, stronger, more. So I'm always adding parts to it. It's never a breeding where it's like, okay, I'm complacent, I got it. This is it. Now let me line breed on it. That's not my vision. That's not Formula One. You know what I mean? Like, I really pattern my program off of a Formula One race team. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm Formula One canines. Every year they breaking down that car and rebuilding it because it's competition. The car is never the same every year. Every year is a different car, different breakdown, different dynamic, different parts. You might have to fire your engineer, fire your head principal. You know what I'm saying? That's how I perceive my dogs. If I ain't got the parts, I'm breaking that dog down and rebuilding it. So I don't see it like that. I'm not line breeding. I'm not breeding for a type. I'm breeding individuals. I'm breeding individuals out of that F1 breeding with the AK and the Malinois. I'm breeding the individuals. I'm looking for freaks and podium dogs. Freaks, podium dogs. I don't care how they look. I don't care their size. I'm looking for performance first. Then I'm going to select the right matches for the F2s, and I'm breeding those together, intertwining them together. And then once I do that, and like I said, AK to the selected daughters. Because now I might want to have more AK influence with a splash of Malinois. See what I'm saying? So I don't know if you follow me, but that's how I. That's
I'm writing notes. I'm writing notes. I got 2 pages of notes now.
okay. So that's my formula because, like I said, I'm breeding individuals, not lines per se. I'm not breeding types. I'm not trying to have a bull herder type, and I got my bull herder type. No, every time you get something from me, let's say for example, Jared, you buy a dog from me and you loving it, and then I got this different cook up, and you've been following me. You like, oh shit, coach gonna add that. Then I add that, right? Then you see it like, oh, I want that now. It's like you buying, it's like instead of buying, 2005 version of the Corvette ZR1. Now you're buying that 2026 ZR1.
Yep.
It's different. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a Corvette, but it ain't the same vet. And every year it gets better. And when you line breed, you don't get better. You know what I'm saying? You just maintain, you just maintain and shit. I'm not here to maintain. At least me, my philosophy, I'm not here to maintain. Every time I do a breeding, I need to be better. That's why I say I'm an artist. That's why I say I'm the Elon Musk of this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm a high performance dogman engineer, because everything that I do is about making my dogs perform better. Period. If I ain't got that in my formula, I ain't breeding.
So let me ask you this. At which breeding or which foundation or which mixture will the dog be suitable for the military? Because that's one of your goals, is to where you could be like a subcontractor with the military and give them an all utility dog.
The AK and the Malinois, or AK and the Dutch Shepherds, or maybe an AK and a German Shepherd. But my AK Malinois is that's the AK Malinois. Those are the ones that's going for special forces. That's the ones that I want to compete with all the top tier dog men, and just friendly competition. I don't down nobody. I'm encouraged by everybody. So I'm not, oh, my dog's is better than yours. No, I want to show and prove. I want you to see it and be wild about it. And then I want you to see it perform. And if I can get that mouth that AK has, that bone crusher mouth, with that intensity of that Malinois and that Bruce Lee speed of AK and that strength, and then not only that flair in AK's shoulder and the bone and shit, and that tuck and that deep rib cage and that long ass fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex fucking head and mouth and all that teeth. If I get that in the Malinois, that perfect blend, ain't nobody fucking with me. Cause I know I'm gonna have I already got the computer. I got a top tier Malinois from Kosovo. I got a top tier bitch. She top tier. My bitch Coco, she from Kosovo, top tier DNA. And AK's top tier DNA, I'm getting an explosion of brains. And one of my slogans is this, Gerald: frames, brains, and motors. Frames, brains, and motors. That's what I focus on when I breed. The best functional frames I'm trying to put on my dog. The best motors, just like you do your car. And the brains, so I need the brain. I need the on-off switch, child. I need intelligence. I need awareness. I need fucking drive. I need all that shit. So if I'm not concentrating on all three and I'm not getting that, then I ain't breeding it. But you got to have the dogs to do it. And I got the dogs. I got the DNA. So to answer your question, AK with the Malinois is going to be the ones I'm focusing on to take to the military. And like I said, I'm going to be buying the best Malinois bitches I can find.
You got some right now, though, right?
I got one.
Now.
Okay, but once I do this one, I'm going to buy me another Malinois bitch and do the same formula with that bitch. I want 3 different Malinois bitches from top tier Malinois places, different, but I want no relation whatsoever. And then I'm gonna breed the same formula. And then, like I said, I'm gonna take those F2 productions into that F3. That will be the only line breeding that you will ever see me do. Those F3s, I'll intertwine those children of the F3 production to each other. That'll be the only line breeding I do. After that, no more. That's discontinued. And it'll be another Malinois. Or maybe now, after I can master that Malinois shit, I'll do the Dutch Shepherd. Or I'll do AK to it, whatever.
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
So, see, what's crazy is that when most people who have protection dogs, they don't really need a protection dog, but it's nice to have. Most people who have guns, hopefully we never have to use it, but it's nice to have.
Correct.
Right. My question is like the type of people that your type of clients are they looking for this type of dog that can do a lot of multitude of things? And when you do get clients, what are they doing with the dog? They're doing sport work, or are they doing what what is it? Sport protection work? What are they looking for? When they call and say, hey, coach, I want one of your dogs, and the first thing you ask them, what are you going to be doing with the dog?
For sure.
Right.
For sure. Yeah, sport work for sure. And shout out to all my boys out there in the UK that I follow. They do all this shit already. You know what I'm saying? I follow a couple guys out here in the US that do it too. You know what I mean? So definitely sport work dogs, because that's part of the reason why I stopped my pit bull program, because I really put maximum prey drive in my shit. I know it. I really got Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers blood, not the dog Michael Myers, but the horror, the serial killer Michael Myers. I got that type of drive in my dogs. I got the highest level of pain drive. I put it in there. I've seen it. It's proven. People who have my dogs, they're a witness. But see, for me, what am I gonna do with?
They're a witness.
Yeah. They're
When
hey,
that
Kirk, hey,
LeBron James said, I'm a
hey,
witness.
hey, no, Kirk Franklin. Can I get a witness? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what they are, right? So me knowing what I've done and what I can do, and I already did, and is proven. Okay, proven. I know that I can't. Why am I doing that? What? Why am I putting that in dogs that can't do that? They legally you can't do that. A guy who's doing hog work with my dog, that's overkill. You don't want a dog that's trying to kill your hog and shit like that. That's too much. And plus, they're not gonna want to pay for. They're not gonna want to pay for my shit. My price tag's too much. So I scrapped my pit bull program because there's no room. There's no need for me to be cooking up dogs like that if my dogs can't do what I put in them. They got maximum prey drive. They wanna hunt, but they can't hunt. Why am I cooking them up? So with back to what you asked me, where are these dogs going? They're going to be going to the military, and then also as far as clientele, people who work the dogs. I want competition guys who see my vision, who see like, damn, coach got he got the mount. Okay, okay, the AK. Okay, damn, he got the video. Oh shit, I want that. Okay, I understand hybrid vigor. Okay, the F1s. Oh, see, I want cats that's like that because they want something different. You know, they want to pull up with the new car. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it is when you got that new shit and you pull up with the new shit and everybody like, damn, what's that? You know what I mean? But you're going to show them what it is. I want the people that want to show what my dogs can do. But really, honestly, Gerald, my main focus is the military, man. It might take me a few years. It might take me 10 years. You know, I might be 55 before I hit, 57 before I hit it. Ah, shit. But that's my main goal. And I know I have the sauce. I have the DNA to do it. I have the vision. I have the formula. I just gave you a formula that is in theory should work, but I'm very confident in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Are people reaching out to you to breed to AK?
man, I've had so many people, but they can't afford the stud fee. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. He got a high stud fee, and most people, you know, they like, hey, I want how much the stud fee? When I tell you the stud fee, they get sticker shock, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to sell them. I don't need to. I'm gonna have all this DNA in my lab. For me, it's fine. You don't need to breed. You don't know what he do. So if you don't want to pay the ticket, then you know it is what it is. So yeah, I get a lot of people all the time, but I mean it's a lot of money. I charge a lot for that AKC, man.
So let me ask you
Yeah.
this: so when you got AK and he came from overseas,
hmm
um, and you know it's always a hit and miss, bro. When you're importing dogs, trust me, I fucking know firsthand. What do you look for, and what do you look for in a puppy? Because you got him, you got AK when how old was he?
He came over here at 4 months.
Okay, so when you first got him, what was the indicators like? You know what, this motherfucker gonna be all right. What did he do?
Okay, but let me tell you how I picked the dogs
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Okay, so that's a good question. Okay, so being that I'm not new to dogs, I've bought all kind of dogs, got all kind of dogs. Okay, so I'm not new to dogs, and I had a vision coming in when I paid the deposit before the puppies was even when he announced the breeding. I paid the deposit. I wanted a female, but all the females were sold out. As soon as he announced, all the females sold out. All those people in the UK was all on that litter. So I'm like, well, shit, what's available? He's like, oh, second pick male, blah, blah, blah. Okay, lock me a second. Boom, I put my deposit down, bam. But I already had a vision of what I wanted. So when he showed me the puppies that were available to me at second pick, there was AK, there was a black dog, and then there was like two other dogs. I'm not even gonna bring them up. There was a big black dog, and then there was AK. Now, Simon, shout out to Simon, he was like, hey, coach, man, let me give you a recommendation, man. You know, this black dog, because everybody going crazy over black dogs, color, all that color shit. I had to stop Simon. I said, Simon, I gotta stop you, brother. I said, first and foremost, man, I don't buy dogs off of. I don't care what color. That dog could be pink, yellow. I don't give a fuck what color that dog is. I don't buy dogs for colors. I'm frames, brains, and motors. I said, you already told me this dog gonna have to drive, right? He's like, yep. I already believe you. Okay, I know who his parents are. Okay, cool. Yep. Stack them. So I made him stack. No, real talk. I made him stack both of those dogs, and I was looking for a frame. I wanted super leggy dog. I wanted long dog, and AK was long and lanky. And I said, give me that, like Chris Brown. Give me that. That's how I picked him. So then when he got off the Boeing, right, 4 months later, he got off the plane, And he looked like a fucking hound dog. But that's just what I wanted him to look like. That's what I wanted him to look like. Long, lanky hound dog. That's how he looked like. Just what I wanted, because all I needed him for was his drive, his mama and daddy's genetics, and his frame. Because I already got the fucking prey drive. I got the gameness. I got the muscle. I got the structure. I got the pain tolerance. I already got that in my line. I already got it. So all AK was for me was a match the drive and everything else, and the size. I needed the size, but I wanted to make a larger version of mine. So him coming off that plane was me seeing that long and lanky hound dog looking dog. That's all I wanted to see. And everything else that I was able to see as he matured was extra credit. That's the stuff that blew my mind, is what I actually got at the end of it. Like, yo, I wasn't expecting him to be like this. So I wasn't picky, because I was just looking for a phenotype, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I had everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's like my car was already built. I just wanted it to be bigger. So that's all AK was bringing to my blood was size, and then I wanted that drive that I saw in his daddy. So Simon promised me I was gonna get that drive. That's shit. I'm a trusted breeder. I paid a lot of money. 12 bands. I paid 12,000 for that dog, by the way. Okay, including shipping.
And what's crazy is that you got an extra treat because he ended up being a very good looking fucking dog.
Right. God bless me, Gerald. I got blessed by the Most High. Sometimes you win like that, and I won. God is good. And then not only that, he's pre-potent.
Yeah.
Uses himself.
You got him on ice? You got him on ice?
Oh yeah. And I told my brothers that, fuck with me. I'm gonna have 500 straws. I'm gonna have before he's dead. I'm gonna have 500 straws on deck so I can run those. I can do all kind of variants with that motherfucker. I do, like I said, any type of shepherd breed. I might do AK with a Caucasian shepherd. You never know what I might cook up with AK.
What do you I think you probably mentioned it, but remind me, what's your plans with the Kangol that you got right now in your camp?
Okay, so like my plan is to take that Kangol to AK for sure. And like I said, my vision is, like I said, an estate guardian, an ultimate estate guardian. If you know the Kangols, y'all should study the Kangol, what they're bred to do, protecting livestock. Okay, I have a chance to witness one in person. I own one, and I see her temperament. Very sweet dog. That dog is so sweet. She doesn't get rattled by none of the dogs on the yard. And I got some animals, some crazy dogs. She's real loving to my wife, and she's real gentle with me. But let her hear something that ain't of the family, and watch how vicious that bark, the most vicious sounding bark you ever heard. Loud, like a lion bark, just real loud. Woo! Just loud bark, and she's like a wolf, got the fangs out. She going crazy if she hears something. So I'm like, oh, that bitch ain't no joke. And another thing I love about that Kangol that's gonna tie into my estate guardian is this bitch is super athletic.
Yeah, I was looking at her movement. I'm looking at her movement. I'm like, wow, she doesn't move like a big dog. She moves like a medium size. Like she's real shifty.
Man, she's so agile. You know what I'm saying? She extends like a greyhound. The bitch is fast as fuck, real quick. You know what I mean? I'm like, I like that. And then because I live on the hill, that's why I had to show the world the muscles on my shit. My bitch got muscles underneath her fur. She ain't all fat, sloppy. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different types of those Kangols. They throw them Great Danes up in there. They throw certain Mastiffs in there, them big looking type Kangols and shit with the jowls and shit like that. I get a lot of flack from some of them guys, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I'm breeding for me. I need athleticism. I'm breeding performance dogs. So I bumped my head getting her from Serbia. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wolfland Serbian Kangols. But even when he saw her, he was like, damn. Well, I mean, she live on the yard where I'm at. All my dogs look muscled out. Of course she gonna be running up this mountain and going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that bitch love to run, so of course she gonna be muscled up.
So and I know with these dogs, exercise and nutrition is important. And you got a few dogs. So what do you feed your dogs?
Man, regular kibble. But see, there's a way when you feed an athlete, you got to feed them in portions. And then also I fast my dogs too. So
yeah,
depending on what type of workout regimen I have them on, depending on how I want their muscles to pop, I feed them by the scoop. You know what I'm saying? Certain scoops. You might get 6 scoops. You might get 4. You might, depending on how you carry the weight. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it. And as long as you got that chicken and rice with enough protein, you don't want too much protein, but you got enough protein in there. And then because of me living on this mountain, and then I do the weight pool with tires. And, I do the 3 times up the hill. I do a lot of different conditioning things with my dogs. I mean, and genetics. I can get that shit to pop, and like you see in all my dogs. Even you see my Frenchie. Shit, even my Frenchie's ripped up. So it's like,
what's crazy, and I'm gonna say this and put it out there. I didn't think about fasting my dog until I heard you on Trevor, and I've been doing it. And I'm like, you know what? This shit works. It resets the system, man. And it, get all the toxins out. It get what he had out in his system. Sometimes it takes a while for the dog to digest that bullshit. And guess what? Now I'm starting over and resetting the whole system. And now it keeps them athletic, because it's almost like if you give your dog 2 big ass scoops of Inukshuk, which is a high fat content dog food, and you keep giving them 2 cups a day. Well, you ain't gave the last 2 cups enough time to get fucking processed and get out.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? So, guys, I started fasting my dogs. Speak on that right there, Thomas, about about how many days you fast and why you do it.
Okay, so when I'm in the peak, now this might be extreme to some of y'all, but it is what you ain't a conditioner like me, so it is what it is. Maybe you are, and everybody got their techniques. But when I was in my peak conditioning with my dogs, like when I had AK in his peak, a lot of my dogs in their peak, I would feed them every other day and fast. Like I would do it like that. Feed them, fast them the next day. Don't feed them. Feed them. Of course they have water, but I would do it like that. And man, I had some of the best results. I had some of the best results out of my dogs. But again, you have to know how much to feed them. You know what I'm saying? You got to, measuring. I got the measuring cup, and I'm gauging it because I want to see how they look and how they're feeding, how the muscles is feeding off the nutrients. I don't want to see them just shitting out a whole bunch of food and shit. And so when you feed them like that, they absorb it better, and you fast them, so they're not shitting as much and they're absorbing their food. You know what I mean? So when I have them in their full peak of conditioning and shit, I would do every other day. Now, what I do, just to keep a nice little side, let them clean themselves out, I fast them on Sundays, once a week.
Yeah, I think that's really dope. And like I say, I took that from you. Now I incorporate that in all my dogs. Even my puppies, like even my pup right now, he'll be 5 months next week. I was like, you know what? He ate enough today. Let me back him off for 2 days. Let him just get some water.
Yeah.
And now it also too it helps me out with luring. When I'm doing my training with the dog, making him come into a hill, because he's so fucking hungry that he's willing to do anything I ask him to do with a little bit of treats. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it works out great. And I start seeing how his body's developing, because with puppies, man, you feed them so much, man, they start looking like baby Rottweilers, man. Like, motherfucker, you fat, you ain't moving good.
Straight up. Some people feed their puppies 3 times a day. I would only feed my puppies twice a day. But again, it's portion. You gotta, some people, a lot of people are lazy, man. They take a little scoop, they just scoop it, pour it in. I got a damn measuring cup and I do my shit. I mean, it's tedious, but I treat my dogs like athletes. You know what I mean? But that's why you can see the results. When you see all my dogs looking like top tier conditioned athletes, it's not for no reason. It's not for no reason. There's a reason why they look like that. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on how serious you take your program and how far you're willing to experiment.
Hey, I'm looking at this. It says buff dog, red tiger with tigress. Now, wasn't one of them a Frenchie?
No.
Or English bulldog?
One red tiger is a buff dogs, Rocky Mountain bulldoggy. So he's like a composite breed of bulldogs, okay, from buff dogs. And then tigress is an American bulldog. So that was that breeding, red tiger and tiger. So what I was trying to do, red tiger, he's a very extreme bulldog. Got the size, he's a freakish looking goddamn bulldog, man. Lots of drive, man, but he wasn't built for performance when it comes to his internals. The smush nose, they were breeding off of looks, and so he couldn't breathe, and he ended up having a heat stroke because of that. So what I wanted to do is take him into my girl Tigress, who can breathe. She's like a pit bull, but she's an American bulldog. Got drive, breeds. She's super athletic, super muscular, beautiful bitch. Take her to Red Tiger to correct that. So that was the reason why I did that breeding. I was trying to correct that. And I wanted to try to create an extreme bulldog that can breathe and perform like a pit bull. But I scrapped that. That's the extreme and high performance don't go together. And I learned that the hard way trying to do it and failing. So
How about
yeah.
Silver Bullet?
Oh yeah. So Silver Bullet, right? That's that band dog I created. You know what I'm saying? Off the of Red Bull and my pit bull Holy Spirit, Silver Bullet. So she's a
Holy
Neapolitan
shit.
Mastiff, German boxer, American Bulldog game pit bull cross.
Your females look like male dogs, man. I love that type of look, bro.
Come on, man. Hey, just like I grew up in my lab.
That's right. Blackhawk got that nice color where he's blacker in the face than on his body.
Yeah, well, see, that's because the sun hit him right there. You know what I'm saying? But right now he's pitch black. That was just some of his little puppy type of fur. He ain't got that no more. He pitch black now. You know what I'm saying? He's pitch black now. But that's AK son. You know, them boys is young right there. I mean, them boys is youngsters, man.
Now, there's a guy that I interviewed, Jeremy. I'm gonna link up with him when I get to St. Louis next week. He's from a kennel called Poffic K9, and he has a dog. And actually, Donnell, aka known as Psych out here in South Bay, Malawi. Psych dog has the same bloodline as Matt's dog, which is what's Matt dog name? It's called K9 Matt dog name is
Rowdy.
Rowdy. Yeah, they have the same lineage. I think the same sire or something.
Yeah.
And man, you know, Rowdy, man, when I took a bite from Rowdy when I flew to Jersey to do that filming, I filmed that episode. It was like none of that growling shit going on, but that motherfucker stayed locked in. He stayed on me. He didn't do all that, none of that crazy. He was like, he just kept opening up and regripping. And I was poking in his fucking ears, his eyes. He wasn't letting go, dog.
Man, that bull, hey, Gerald, that bull herder play, which is nothing new under the sun. They've been doing that in the UK. Okay, they've been doing that overseas. They've been masking the pit bull and the Malinois and the Dutch Shepherds many years ago. You know, them full purebred mouths you think ain't never been mixed. They've been had pit bull in them. So there ain't nothing new under the sun. But the F1, F2s, the real sauce, that shit is gonna catch fire here in the US one of these days. And when it do, I got something that the world don't got, man. I got AK, man. I got AK in a Malinois. That's why I've been patient about cooking mines up, man. I ain't in a rush because you know you starting to see it starting to trick. You start, you know, I know your partner out there in South Bay Malinois. He know about them, and like it's starting to trickle down out here in the U.S. But they've been doing that in the U.K. They got some dope ass herders out there in the U.K.
Let me ask you this, man. What's the UK banned the XL bullies, man? Have they banned the pit bulls too? The XL.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the real reason why they banned them, right? Okay. Now the pit bull is illegal in the UK. Period. Okay. Now when I was reaching out to Simon, right, and he's in the UK, and he was telling me that how they get past that illegal pit bull ban is they call them bullies.
What?
So they'll get pit bulls and register them as American bullies, XL bullies. So
like that.
I mean, it's that easy, right? How easy is the paper hang? So Simon told me, right? Simon says, ain't that something, right? Yeah. So he tells me, like, hey man, we call all our dogs bullies because that's how we're able to get pit bull dogs over here. All of them are bullies. So that was a UK thing. So guess what? They done caught on, they caught on to the game like, y'all ain't slick. You know what I'm saying? So they use the narrative of these dogs biting people. And I'm sure there's dogs that bite people. There's all kind of dogs that bite people. But that's the narrative. But they was catching on because they was bringing these pit bulls. Because I know a lot of cats. And ever since I bought AK, I was linked into all them UK boys. Them boys got money. They got big ass fucking 200, 1,000 acre farms and shit. They had all kind of pit bulls. All kind. And they was calling them American bullies, man.
Isn't there a trainer out there called Apex?
Yeah, shout out to Apex. I'll fuck with Apex, man.
Shane is out there right now. Shane, his Instagram is called Social Decoy. He's out there right now with them.
Okay.
So, but Apex been out here to LA a couple of times last year though.
Man, Apex showed me love, man. Shout out to Apex. He's a big supporter of me. He's like, man, coach, and he be like, coach, you gotta cook up that AK and that Kangol. Cause he got all kind of shit. Apex got all kind of shit.
When you think you're gonna make that breeding?
Man, I mean, I've been telling people 2026. I don't know, man. I'm on the fence. Like I got it here. I'm just like I said, I don't want to be too ahead. Like I don't want to pre-ejaculate. I don't want no premature ejaculation play because I got top tier shit. I don't got no regular shit. And I got a lot of people who want it. A lot of people have been asking me, but I don't want to be too ahead. It's like I got it. I can pull the trigger anytime, but like Gerald, I got that sauce nobody got, man. I got AK. I got AK. Imagine an AK perfect blend with a Malinois. Look at AK and think of a Malinois perfect hybrid blend and think about that. You know what I'm saying? Think
So
about that.
where are you looking right now to get you another Malinois bitch? And if you get one, no, it's not if. When you get one, are you going to get a puppy? You looking for a grown one?
No, I'm gonna get a puppy. I like to raise mine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even like I said. I still got Coco. My bitch is only two. I think Coco 2.5 years old. My bitches is still young. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving you foresight and, like you said, my vision to how I'm going to attack the military. How I'm going to hopefully, have some dogs that can be well-rounded enough, extreme enough, have enough on-off switch, have enough wow factor to be like, okay, we can get dogs anywhere, but the dogs over there, Formula One, they different. That's all I want them to say to me to get me in the door. Because that's what they're gonna say. Like, oh, we can get dogs. We already got people we getting dogs for. What makes yours different, coach? Then I pull one out. They're like, oh shit, that's what I want you to say when I pull my shit out. Oh shit. And then when you take a bite from that motherfucking bone crusher, now watch this. I'm gonna tell you something. I got all the bite sleeve. I was gonna do all that bite work, Gerald. All that shit. I got all the Ray Allen shit, the full bites. I got it all on my shit. I ain't never used it though. And I was gonna train AK to do that shit until I seen that full bite. And I'm like, nah, dog. Getting hit, like he got a bite fit, like making him feel comfortable just to bite people. That's not a good look, man. Because like dog is too strong, man. It's like one of them hard dogs that they talk about, like these trainers talk about. They're like, they call them the gangster dogs. They call them gangster dogs. I heard an OG say them. They call them the gangster dogs. Okay, you dealing with a dog like AK that can bite like that, but he has a bite fetish. Okay, that wasn't what I mean by that. He got to have something in his mouth all the time.
He's fixated. Yeah.
He's got a fetish. So when he bites you, he's gonna bite you and he's crushing everything and he's not letting go. He's just, he's that type of dog. He's gotta let go and he wanna let go. I put that Ray Allen metal bite stick in his shit and twisted that motherfucker and I bent that bitch and of course he's gonna bleed in the gums. That motherfucker didn't let go. I just bent my stick.
Tell me about Prima Donna.
Ooh, shout out to Prima Donna, man. Prima Donna, she's a band dog. She's a product of my Neapolitan Mastiff, German Boxer, American Bulldog, Game Pit Bull, Band Dog recipe. Very, very, I would say, even temperament dog. Very apprehensive. And I don't do no agitation work with my dog, okay? So some people might say, oh, if you worked them, have you done all the bite work? I know my dogs can bite. I don't need to do no bite work. This is me. I'm not doing no sport or nothing like that. I live on an estate on the hill. I got guns and shit. I don't need my dogs just wanting to bite people and shit. I got my family coming over and shit like that. Love to see the dogs, my nephews, cousins. So I'm doing none of that agitation work. So for her, just her natural, just prowess, very apprehensive, very athletic, jump like a kangaroo, lots of prey drive, and she produced me a nice little litter too. So she's a great dog. I mean, amazing. Look how she looks. Amazing, man. I would say this with all my dogs, especially my band dogs, a blank slate to do what you want to do with them. Very confident in their own right, but at the same time, depending on what you want to do, you can train them to do whatever you want. Prey work, man work, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I would describe her. Very even type dog, but very apprehensive.
I'm showing the viewers the video of AK jumping at the top of the kennel, and the only thing stopping him from going over is that tarp.
Okay, so imagine a 112-pound dog, lean. Okay, no fat on his. Just his body's that way. That's a bone and muscle mass. Okay, and he's but imagine him jumping 50 times like that nonstop. Imagine you seeing a dog jumping 50 times in a row nonstop with a bone in his mouth. Okay, like that's who he is. He's a freak. I gotta put that lid on him. And the only reason why he's not breaking out of that is because he got a bone in his mouth. He's got such a bite fetish that he won't let go of that bone. So that's the only reason why he don't take his mouth and just rip it down.
I want
You know
to
what
see.
I'm saying?
I want to see what that litter gonna be when you breed to that Kango, man. Cause that's not if, it's not if, it's when, man. I mean,
Man, that's why Alpha's like, Alpha been telling me like, yo, coach, do that, coach, coach,
yeah.
do that. Everybody been begging me, man, but I just don't want to be premature. Like I really got that sauce, Gerald. I got the sauce, man. Shit. I'm gonna want a pretty penny for it. You gonna pay for it, but at the same time, I just don't want to be putting it out there too soon. Because now people are starting to catch on and respect the hybrids. But, it's like, shit, man. What I know what I want, I pay for it. Just like you, Joe. I heard you tell when you buy your Adobe's, I pay for it. But a lot of people talk about they going to pay for it. But until I hit you with that price tag and it's time, then it's, oh, shit, I got to talk to my wife. Oh, shit, coach, let me.
I was like, oh, you should have did that before you called me. This is, that's bullshit, right?
I know, but this is the game nowadays. And like you said, not everybody and anybody can have this type of dog. So I've been pre promoting it, and I'm getting a great feedback. So it can happen this year. I told a lot of people it's going to be this year anyway, so it could happen this year. I'm leaning towards it, but we'll see. I'm just grateful that a lot of people, man, are excited about my cookers, my hybrids. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people want to see that fucking Black Hawk in that Black Hawk in the Malinois too, which is AK son. Black Hawk is AK son too.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. See, you got so many combinations you can do. Is that they'll forget about AK and the Kango, and they got to figure out. Wait a minute, he got this other shit cracking.
Yeah, I got Black Hawk too, and then I got the ultimate one, which is fucking Chopper, because Chopper got AK in him. Because it's all about genetic parts for me. Chopper the Man Stopper got AK in him, right? And then he also has Neapolitan Mastiff, German Boxer, Game Pitbull, and American Bulldog. So check this out. Chopper's grandmother is Black Hawk's mom. So they're tied in there. So everything that Black Hawk has, Chopper has that and then some. So all those genetics I'm taking into that Malinois. So what I should get out of Chopper the Man Stopper should be even more epic. All that genetic diversity that's in Chopper the Man Stopper going to that fucking Malinois is going to give me the gluteus maximum level, atomic bomb level of hybrid vigor. That's how you produce your freaks, Gerald.
Why you ain't send me no shirt, man? Or no hoodie? Come on now.
Now watch. Now look. I gotta give you a shout. I gotta give you a shout out. Okay. I gotta give you and two other people. I gotta give my cousin first because he was the first one that told me before I even had any merch. When he saw my logo, he was like, "Coach," because everybody called me Coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, Coach, you need to do some merch. And that's about a year ago. I'm like, man, I wasn't really feeling it because I see everybody doing. I wasn't feeling it. Then I got this. I just made this shit just for myself. And then my son saw me. He's 29. He's like, Pops, I need that. I'm like, what you talking about? I need that hoodie, that shirt. Like, man, I just threw this shit together. I wasn't even thinking about it. So then, of course, me and you politic. You was like, Coach, man, what's up? I need that. So guess what I did? Because you pushed me over the edge. I went ahead and put a whole merch. I got a whole merch line that I put together that I know you're gonna love, man. And I'll definitely. But look, Gerald, I seen how you operate, man. I would love to donate it, but I need you to donate to me, man. So I would hope that you would patronize my merch.
Hey, enough said, dog. Say less. I already got you.
I would appreciate that.
Tell me what size, and it's a wrap.
I'm gonna show you the different designs too. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of dope designs that I know that you will like.
Yeah. Hey, man, I want to say, man, we got to do this again. You know that, right? And we got to do this again within the next 30, 45, 50 days, man.
Okay.
We got to do this. And by that time, I have a shirt on.
Yeah.
I'm going to support the cause.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Hey, man, I want to say I appreciate you coming on the show. Like I said, this was well anticipated for me. This is probably one of the best interviews that I anticipated. And because what you got cooking is different than everybody else, man. It's different. You know what? The people that the people that's always been said, "Oh man, he's crazy, he's loony." Those are the motherfuckers that's been pinnacle people in our lives, man, and in the world. They've changed the world. Elon Musk, dog, he changed the world.
Oh man, I'm the Elon Musk of high performance working dogs. Why you think I call myself that?
Motherfucker said, "I'm gonna sell this PayPal shit.
Mhm.
I'm gonna sell it to eBay. eBay paid millions and millions for it. I'm gonna take that money. I'm gonna bring my guys who've been faithful to me. We're gonna get some of these engineer cats from Stanford, and we're gonna bring the electric cars over here."
Mm-hmm.
And he changed the game, changed the brand. Now everybody else is following suit. He was the first motherfucker really out here in the United States with some e-cars, man. I mean, straight up, man. Listen, I want to say thanks for coming on, man. Anything you want to say to our viewers at the end of this podcast that you want them to know about you?
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I thank you to everyone. First of all, thank you, Gerald, for having me on your platform, and really appreciate you, brother. You know, I love what you're doing, and you know, keep representing, man. Keep being that example for us. You know, we watching, we paying attention, so you're doing a great job. Salute to all the people in the chat that came out, all my brothers, you know, who support me. Y'all know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Salute to every one of you guys. Salute to all the new people that maybe this was your first time, you know, seeing me, tapping in and hearing about me, man. I'm really serious about what I do. I really have top tier dogs. I really know what I'm doing. I'm really an engineer of the dogs, high performance dogs. I really have a cold vision. I know what I'm doing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you will see it. You know, I love to show rather than tell. But you know, in this social media, you got to show and tell. So I do both. You know what I'm saying? So please, you know, believe that I am the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Just believe that. Give me that much. You know, and then I'll show you afterwards. You know what I'm saying? While you believe in. But anyway, I just appreciate everybody. Just check me out. Follow me on social media. The Dog God, aka the Coach, and then also Formula One K9s. Follow that both on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I don't do too much on TikTok, but Instagram and Facebook. Follow me on there. I also got a live that I do, a classroom that I do on Thursday night called Lab Talk with the Dog God every Thursday night. Man, go. I mean, I got 119 episodes where I teach this high performance dogman engineer type shit. So if you want to, you know what I mean, learn with us and stuff like that, go tap in, man. A lot of knowledge there, man. But just watch me, man. Just watch me, man. I'm really going to raise the bar. And that's my goal. I want military dogs, but I want to stand out. I need to stand out. So that's why I have my formulas. That's why my breeding. That's why when we talked about that line breeding, that's why I explained it the way I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm breeding individual standouts. I'm not breeding a line. But I digress, man. But I just thank y'all, man. Much love. Appreciate y'all.
Hey man, well, once again, I appreciate it, man. And I'll put the other one in the chat too, the Dog God, aka the Coach.
Yes.
You guys follow on both of them. This guy, listen, I'm getting an opportunity to interview him now. By the end of this year, we're gonna have to wait months to get an interview if he decides he want to interview on other people's platform. At the end of the day, man, I tell all my listeners, stay resilient, but be responsible. Until next time.